Got that window there where this state will be controlled by a statute that was passed in 1864 on this issue.
Even though the House and Senate have voted to repeal the Civil War-era abortion ban, there are still a slew of legal questions.
There's just a lot of different parts in this jigsaw puzzle, the way this can work out.
Constitutional law expert Robert McWhirter explaining a timeline of what could likely happen next. Right now, the 1864 ban is set to take effect around June 27th. Because state lawmakers did not enforce an emergency clause on the repeal they just approved, it won't go into effect until 90 days after their session ends, meaning it would go into effect around the last week of September. So for at least 3 months, abortion could be illegal in the state. But Arizona Attorney General Chris Mays is asking the Arizona Supreme Court to issue a 90-day delay on the law.
It does give them incentive to stay what's going on, simply because, the legislature has now spoken. They have just overturned the very statute that the Arizona Supreme Court said is in effect.
McWhirter says he sees that happening for legal reasons and personal ones.
By the way, did I mention some of us are up for retention? And we might lose our jobs. So they may be quite inclined at that point to give that statement.
There's also another option, one McWhirter thinks is less likely. The U.S. Supreme Court could review the case.
You're probably not going to get an opinion out for a year. In the meantime, the Arizona statute will take into effect, or the new Arizona provision in the Arizona Constitution.
Ultimately, he thinks the 1864 ban will be prevented from ever being the law of the land in Arizona.
There are too many forces and too many different options to delay the implementation of that statute for it to take effect. It is so universally unpopular and puts the state in a light that's not particularly good.
As for when the state Supreme Court decides whether or not to enact that delay on the ban, we should hear that relatively soon. And if they do, it would be 90 days from April 26th, which would be July 25th. They can also ask, or Mays can also ask for that to be extended. Reporting live tonight at the Capitol, I'm Sarah Robinson for Arizona's Family.
Sarah,